All right, everybody. How are we all doing today? Hope you're all doing great. Having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, then just make it fantastic. Day goes pretty much how we decide it goes, right? If somebody says, how's your day? And you say it's awful, then that's the truth. You know what I say when people ask me how I'm doing? A lot of times I say, mostly good. It begs the question, if it's not all good, what's mostly good? What's good, what's not good? It's funny. It confuses people. Tell them that you're mostly good and see how they react. All right. Got Lex Talionis on day 51 already. Getting close to that 2-month period. Didn't get to play the account today, so all the energy's maxed out. So, got to get in there and get this energy knocked down first thing here. So, we're going to do some of that. Work is work, and when you're at work, you have to, you have to do what work requires. You can't just always be logged in on your phone playing Swgoh. Well, I suppose you could be, but then probably you'd be in some kind of trouble. Boss would be yelling at you, telling you to get to work. I am the boss, so if I did that, I would have to yell at myself and tell myself to go to work, and that would just be awkward. So, work comes first. All right. We're getting this energy down, getting it knocked down off of max so we can start regaining energy again. You can see the farming routine though. We just kind of go through and, ooh, we got another tier. Got another tier here. I think I can't get this though. I think I tried the other day and failed. We'll come back to that fleet challenge here in a second. Let's knock off the energy here. Okay, there we go. Let's go get Sunfac. Farm some Sunfac here. Alright. Let's go visit the shops next, because, gotta visit the shops every time they're up if you can. Buy these 4 things with credits, always. It's a good thing to do. Buy Cassian's U-Wing, that's what we're doing right now. We're stocking up on that. We need to get that to a 5-star ship by the time we get our Galactic, or our level 78 challenge for fleet unlocked. Ready to go. We also need to try to get this ship out of the raids here. Up to 5 stars. So we got it, I think 4 stars already. Working on the 5th star here. Focus on that. Buy some Cassian Andor here. Get some Geo ships out of here. Get some Geo ships out of here. Sunfac, hey! It's a happy day. We could get Sunfac out of here sometimes. Geo Spy we won't buy. We only buy that if it's Sunfac. Okay, shard shop. Got a few shards. It's not bad to buy these pieces of gear early on. Save yourself some farming. When you click on it, you can see all the characters that need it. If only like one character needs it, then don't buy it. But when you've got a bunch of characters like this that all need the same piece, it's not a bad deal. These are completed pieces that you're buying, so it's not the greatest value in the game, but it's better than nothing. Alright, then we'll complete all those objectives that we just did and get some XP. We might hit level 74 today. Nah, we're too far away. We'll hit 74 tomorrow, I guess. Seems like. Alright, let's catch up with the chat. Arva says, good evening. Asks if it's a Conquest stream. It is not a Conquest stream. I did Conquest a few times online. I could probably do it on the Loquitur account after we get done playing around with Lex. Vitor says went 3-0 in my GAC this week. Nice. Zide says getting promoted to Erodium next season. My 13-month-old account is not ready for that. At 13 months old, you're probably in the whole swing for the fences mode. Just put a paper defense down, maybe one good defensive team, and just use everything you got on offense. That's how I made it work for me. And at the time, we had a pretty significant advantage in fleet. So having an advantage in fleet allowed us to hold the fleet zone as the, as a strategy. And then we could focus on trying to clear off the characters, knowing that the opponent would probably clear all of our characters. Erodium's gotten harder and harder, though. There's some pretty big accounts in Erodium now that still play. So by the time you get to Erodium 2 and 3, you'll be facing pretty big challenges. I think at the bottom end of Erodium, you might hold on. You may be able to hold on. All right, we got L3. We need a total of 230 shards of L3 to get to 6 stars, so we'll continue to farm that until we get to 6 stars on L3. I'm building that as part of the Scoundrel team. So if we look at teams to build, somewhere in here we have a team for Smuggler's Run. So I'm farming Vandor Chewbacca from the hard nodes. We're farming L3. We're buying Han Solo a little bit here and there. We've already got 50 of his shards. And as we start getting higher level, we'll start getting these bounty hunters. And then we'll start farming bounty hunters for Chewie and get Chewie unlocked at 6 stars. Here's the Phoenix. We can promote Kanan Jarrus. I don't know if I want to, though. I'm right under 300,000 galactic power. And when I crossed 250, it felt like we had a pretty big shift in our galactic wars. You know what? We're just going to go past 300 and see if we see a change again for science. For science. I haven't been working on the Phoenix that much. So everybody kept telling me to build Rex. Build Rex, build Rex, build Rex. This level 72 skill that he has that has all the good stuff that makes the team good is a Zeta skill. So why the heck was I building Rex thinking that he was going to be good at 72 when the account has no access to Zetas? That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Can't get a Zeta. Lame. Once we get the Zeta node unlocked, I'll put the Zeta on him, and we will see if it's worth recommending Rex as a first Zeta for an account. Not sure if it is or not. At this time, I'm not entirely sold on the Phoenix. That Zeta's good, though. I mean, if you can get any kind of speed on your characters and get this Zeta, it may be worth making that the first Zeta on your account. So we'll see. We'll experiment. We'll find out how we feel about it. We built this Seer team. That's the one that we've been trying to keep up the gear and everything on. So we got gear 8. We could probably upgrade these basic skills a little bit. Tenacity up duration +1 would be good to have, so we'll take that. Okay. And then we're into real gear here, guys. We're putting real gear on these characters now. So I don't think we're going to take Seer past gear 8 for a while. So we'll leave these guys at where they're at. Kylo Ren, I might continue to gear up. We've got him at 8. We might take him further because we are using his ship as one of our damage dealers in fleet. I can tell you, there's some guy in fleet that has a 2-star silencer, and he bought the packs that gave him a relic Kylo Ren Unmasked Relic 5, and that ship is nasty. Even at 2 stars with a Relic 5 character in it, it's pretty big. Pretty big. All right. So let's take a look at the rest of the teams that we're trying to build someday. We've got troopers. I built Stark past 6,000 galactic power so that I could deploy defenses in territory wars. I needed enough characters to be able to deploy. So that's where we ended up building a bunch of these characters. We just needed to get characters over 6,000 galactic power so that I could deploy 2 teams and start collecting income from the territory wars. Got to get Poggle going here pretty soon. We haven't really even started acquiring his shards yet. We just got to get enough Poggle that we can have Poggle at level 83. We'll farm up that Geo Brute Alpha when we get to his node at level 83 and have a Geo team. They will continue to get the best gear because we definitely want their fleet. What else have we done with the account? Not much. Vader's leveled up a bit, but he's just kind of sitting there. He's another one of the characters that I got over 6,000 for the for the territory wars. Everybody's got partially finished mods on them still. Very few mods that we've finished out. All right, let's go catch up on chat. Elemis says, hope you're feeling better today. I am feeling better. I'm coughing less. Robo Volk says, if you're at work, he would say, I'm working on my roster. Arva says, if my boss yells at me to get back to work, I show him the amount of work that's left, aka 0. Astra says, hey DL, hope you're doing well. I started a new account and wanted to progress alongside, but couldn't connect it to the web store, and customer service is absolutely useless, so I gave up. Jack Vinny Loom says, I'm a boss as well. I occasionally play Swgoh at work, and I do not yell at myself. Yeah, I play at lunch. So, like, if I have time at lunch, I'll play my fleet arenas at lunchtime. But the issue is that, I mean, sometimes there's just things happening at work, and I'm just not able to do it. So, sometimes I can play, and sometimes I cannot. Arva says, well, I have to check on you if you're a good streamer and farm Datacrons. What's your general farming plan for this account? So the farming plan is for a new account is always going to be around income. So the reason for all of these teams is simply income. The assault battle, these troopers will do an assault battle. The Geos will be a fleet. They'll also get Wat Tambor shards in Darkside GOTB, and it's a good team for GAC. And you can put an Omicron on Poggle and have it be a fantastic team for territory wars as well. The Empire is just a team that we want to get up and running for general stuff. Smuggler's Run is for income. Bounty Hunters are to unlock Chewie for Smuggler's Run for income. And then we've got Jedi teams, Ewoks for C-3PO, CLS Journey. So if we continue to build this account, we'll probably build into a Profundity as the first big journey. So once you get into Phoenix, Jedi, these are all teams that have synergy with the characters that you're going to be getting for Profundity. We could farm Radis already, but We can also farm Radis a little bit later and be fine. We mainly need to focus on the income stuff first. Arva says 7 more alt mats for Leia Ultimate. Arva, while you're here, what are people using to beat GL Leia on defense? So if your opponent puts down a GL Leia on defense, what beats that? SLKR or something else? Astro says, on a new account, I like to stall getting level 60 until I farm 7-star First Order Special Forces TIE in his ship. Then get Kylo and the TIE Pilot to 7 stars, get their ships to 5. And with those 3 is starting fleet of day 1 in Arena. So if you calculate out like the best way to generate income, doing a little springboard between level, let's say 45 to 60 is a very good idea. So you just basically stop doing your daily quests so that you don't get a whole bunch of XP from your daily quests, and that allows you to farm longer before fleet starts up, just like Astro's talking about. The problem is, at least with this account, joining the guild activities, you do have to be level 65 to start joining in. And if you take, let's say, 4 weeks to springboard to 60, that's 4 weeks longer before you're in the guild events. So I figured it's better to just get into the guild events and get that loot, and it may take a little longer to get to the top of the fleet if you don't start out with an advantage against the hyperdrive players, but the loot that we get for territory battles and territory wars should be better in the long run at snowballing the account than springboarding into fleet. That's my initial thought. Maybe I'm mistaken on that, but that's what I looked at when I was playing around with this, figuring out what to do with this account. So I'm playing it pretty straight, but the idea was to get to level 65 and get into the guild events as soon as I could. I typically watch your locator updates during my lunch on Mondays. One of the best ways to spend roughly 30 minutes. Any idea when you're going to drop the next one? I recorded all the footage yesterday, started working on it. I spent the whole weekend with my friends. I had a friend come in from out of town. Haven't seen him in about 3 years. So I spent most of Saturday and Sunday hanging out and just playing games with my friends and doing stuff like that. So after the stream last night, I recorded the footage, worked on it a little bit. After the stream tonight, I'll hopefully finish that video up and drop it in there tomorrow. For 3v3, SLKR, Malicos, and Crew. For 5v5, Jedi Master Kenobi with stacking damage Datacron, or JML with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Oof. So for mid-game players who don't have all of that stuff, Leia's just unbeatable on defense. So if you like on my locator account, I don't have Malkos yet. I don't have JMK with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I don't have any of that stuff. DCU says, the game is messing with me. I got Vader to 7 stars yesterday. Then he shows up in the fleet store for the first time I can ever remember. That's funny. With the Lightspeed bundles now wrecking new account Arena, I think it becomes less important to get a really strong fleet early. It won't help much for long. Yeah, and it all depends on what happens with those Lightspeed bundles, right? Arva says, now with the Drogan Datacron, JML does struggle. Mid-game players won't clear Leia. All right. More reason to build Leia. How does it work in the mirror match? Is the mirror match okay? If you have Leia, can you beat Leia with Leia? I assume it just comes down to a matter of modding if you have Leia versus Leia. Alright, we had a fleet battle that we could go try. I think that unlocked here at 73 for us. And I tried it the other day, and I did not have success with it. Maybe because my capital ships are all just garbage. That could be a big contributing factor here. Okay, we got spy, soldier in the starting lineup. And we've got, you know, 2 qualified ships here. Alright, let's go in. Let's see how bad this is. JML with Cal Kestis Datacron handles Drogan Datacron easily, but Cal Kestis Kron will leave soon. Alright, let's get Boba Fett out of here before he gets cooled down on his seismic charge and blows up our fleet. Alright, here comes the mass assist. Here comes another mass assist. Here comes another assist. Okay. 1 down. Get a stun on this first order TIE pilot. We'll just hit him with a basic. Okay, we'll come in here and we're going to put this Geo into stealth. Try to keep that ship on the field. They will attack spy now. Oh, never mind. Comes right out of stealth. I was going to say they'll attack spy now and put him in stealth. But instead, they just brought in a Vader. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Well, he's got too much turn meter, so we just got to kill him so that it doesn't get a turn. We'll do that. No counterattacks because we were in stealth. Alright, assist here. Okay. We don't have Sunfac as a reinforcement because he's not starry enough for this. Okay, alright, there we go. And if we lose this second ship, that means we will not 3-star it. We'll call the spy here for some damage. Okay, there goes Cassian's oohing. Yeah, we just might need some more levels and stuff, but yeah, okay, the alt here. Yep. All right. we just need some more sauce. Need some more sauce in our pants before we get that one done. Okay. I expect a Millennium Falcon Lightspeed bundle that will greatly accelerate Executor and be a massive payday from CG. Possibly a Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker 1-2 just off of how much money they would make. Those are good predictions. Those are good predictions. A Lightspeed bundle that would give you Bounty Hunters and Millennium Falcon event. Yeah, I think a lot of people would buy that because the Hound's Tooth would be in it, right? So anything that gives Hound's Tooth is going to be busted. These battles aren't too hard. With the teams that I'm building, we have plenty of different characters. We've got healers. We've got all of the things. Oop, I didn't finish off my Galactic War yesterday. Got one more battle to fight. Let's get in here and see if we can fight it. We built this Seer Junda team with Cal Kestis and 2 Kylos and Asajj. And against a high-level Phoenix team like this, it's actually pretty hard to kill them. So I'm just going to put it in auto, because given a long enough timeline, it will actually finish this battle by itself in auto. But it's a little bit easier if you target Canaan. Then we're going to wait until we get a buff immunity onto him. Once we get buff immunity on him, then we're going to try to kill Ezra. And then we'll do the same thing again, get buff immunity on him, and try to kill Chopper. So, still doing okay in auto, still looking for that buff immunity. Not getting it. And then we'll try to get it. Oh man, they cleansed. Alright, so we gotta get the taunt off of here. Yeah, this might be a really boring fight to watch. Might be better off doing account reviews or something like that while we wait, because this is going to take like 10 minutes. Okay, here we got buff immunity. Now we're going to target Ezra under the buff immunity, and we're going to see if we can get a kill. So we can do auto, except against these like high-level Phoenix teams where we actually have to intervene just a little bit. Let's see if we can get him down during... Nope. Chopper's going to be able to taunt now. Alright, well. Guess we're going to have to put it on Chopper and walk away at some point. Alright, well, does anybody need an account review? Anybody need something looked at? Greasy Greaser says, hey, Big Addy, what's shaking? Not me. I'm not shaking. Account reviews, says Arva. I've been enjoying Saw Gerrera and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis with JML and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I went from unable to break 50 on squad to sitting at first. Playlist asks how I am. I'm good. So Saw and Jedi Knight Cal with JML has been pretty good for you, huh? Nice. Jedi Knight Cal. How many of you all went for Jedi Knight Cal? I just have too much stuff to farm. I've got like 7 different things that I'm trying to farm, so there was like no room in the farming plan for me to go after Jedi Knight Cal. Alright, well, we got Chopper down, so we got the buff immunity on him, and we got a good run of damage. So we got that first kill. We'll go after Hera. If we can get her down, that'll knock down a little bit of the recovery on the team. Her assists are actually really good. Like that right there. We don't want those. Get rid of that. We can't get rid of the leadership though. The leadership is what allows you to share the uniques on all these characters. It would be great if when she died, like that unique sharing went away. That would be convenient. But as you can see, this Cal Kestis team, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't go in and win hard, but there's like zero threat, right? I'm just sitting here, I'm going to live forever. If I needed to, I could go to sleep and just let this battle run overnight, and I could expect that I would still have 5 characters here in the morning. It's pretty fantastic. No, just JML and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Saw's part is a pet project. Saw with Bodhi is nuts. Seer and her team need to be slow as possible, right? No. So there's a skill on Jedi on this Cal Kestis that's like stacks bonuses until he acts. But just be aware that when you're doing Galactic Wars, you retain your turn meter. So you could make these guys as slow as you want. When they go into their next battle, they still have turn meter. So they would act quickly and they don't get that bonus stacking up. So it's it is, as far as I'm concerned, I can't see any reason why you would want slow characters on the Seer team based on what I can read out of their skills. It's fine. Just make them go normal speed. Faster than your opponent is always good. Oxlane says death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. And they have healing immunity on the team, so there's always going to be a cycle where you can manage to get healing immunity on the other team, and that's when you get your kills. So as long as you're not dying, you're tickling the other team to death, and eventually you'll lock them down with a round of healing immunity and potentially buff immunity and get a kill. I love that about Galactic War, that you can strategically build up their turn meter. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I used to fight the first 2 battles with a couple different teams and, win with some geos or some off teams or whatever, so that later, at the end battles, I would have several teams that had preloaded turn meter in case I needed them for a final battle. But with this Seer team, I either win everything or I lose. Like there was a full Gear 9, Gear 10 Empire team that I couldn't beat, and then somebody had a clone team. So they had a full clone team and had a couple Zetas, had Shakti and the clones with Zetas on them. So I have no idea why that team was in Galactic War, but I couldn't even come close to beating that. Like Shakti and the clones just went crazy on my Seer team. And of course Rex still does Rex things, right? So yeah, that was not a winning situation for me. All right. What else you guys want to know? Is there any questions y'all got? The playlist says, I love Conquest. If you don't nerd out on it and just go through all your energy, a tremendous value for little energy, to be honest. So when I first did Conquest on my main account, I was full clear. Red box 3 times, get the character, do all the feats, manage your strategy, do all your refreshes. I did that for like 2 or 3 rounds, and it was just like more than I could put up with. So I definitely adopted the strategy of, I love the sim button now. So on the Loquitur account, I can go in, play out my energy, get my teams low on stamina. And then if I have a refresh or 2 left and I want to spend it, I can just go in there and sim one of the nodes and get a bunch of Datacron materials and not have to worry about actually playing stuff out and going crazy with defeats. I get box 5, I buy the pass. That always gets me the character on the 6th round. So I definitely like it better with minimal expectations and just kind of chilling through it and using the extra energy for Datacrons rather than trying to get a red box. I'm okay with getting these characters after the second full round of Conquest, not trying to get them on the first 3 rounds. Arva says the sim button is the greatest thing ever. Alright, well after this battle, we're just gonna go do some mods, right? Let's play with some mods in this account. We don't have access to slicing materials yet. We don't have that unlocked. I'm not exactly sure. Does anybody know off the top of their head when the slicing materials show up? I better go check and see if they've shown up. I don't think they have. Yeah, it's locked. 80. So level 80 we have to get any slicing materials. So yeah, we don't have that. All right, let's go play around and let's pick a character that we want to put full mods on. I think Asajj is one of our big damage dealers. Oh, we already leveled up her mods, so we put mods on her that were levelable. Let's take a look. Who else do we have? Geospy. Probably wouldn't be bad to get mods on Geospy. So let's select that character. We'll go through the filters and get rid of all the little mods. Select these, sell them off. I don't want to work on 4-dot mods. Things with bad stats, get rid of that stuff. Gray mods, I'm already gonna just work on them to 9 because that's been working quite well for me. We're gonna lock down a couple of these here. We'll take the crit damage mods and we'll hold on to them until we get a chance to build them up and see if they're going to be any good. I suppose I shouldn't lock it, right? If it doesn't, you know what though? I might just want to keep it for now. I might just want to keep it that way for now. So we'll keep the crit damage mods. We'll sell everything else that didn't get speed. And we'll take these to 12. And they didn't get speed on them, so I'm probably not going to take them to 15, but I'll save them for now. All right. Got a lot of stuff with 3 speed. Yuck. Can't slice anything though yet. All right, so let's upgrade these to 9. And we are going to just start selling off stuff that doesn't have speed. Offense. It's not a good mod. Offense. We can save that one for now. Maybe somebody will want it. Crit damage. Maybe somebody will want it. Can't be too picky about our mods yet. Alright, we'll sell all these off then. Okay. Look at this, we got quite a few mods with speed on them. You know, granted a lot of it's 3 speed, but... Upgrade to 3. And let's take a look here. Potency on the defense mod. And we can just get rid of these. Okay. And then let's go see what we've got. You know what? Let's arrange these for modding. Okay. What do we want on Spy? That's got a speed. So we'll take that. Get some sliceable mods here. A speed. 5 speed. We'll take that. Let's max these out. Let's go ahead and give this Spy level 15 mods. Hey. What happened? Thought I assigned you. Okay. Oof. Nothing great here for speed, huh? 5 speed's the best we've got. That's pretty awful. Let's at least take a gray one, because, you know, eventually we can try to slice it. Potency on everything. Good Lord. Do we have any with offense? Do we have an offense cross anywhere? There's one. Alright. Now we want that crit damage. We've already got a crit damage on. That's fine. And then we need a speed mod. Ooh. I wonder how that'll work out. 11 speed. That's a lot of crit chance. That's an interesting mod for now. You know, we'll keep it. Okay, we just need a speed mod with speed. Main stat? Is there one? There we go. Okay. We'll put that on. Okay, so we made our Geo fast, and we gave him. Let's get these all up to level 15 so we can get the set bonuses, and also so we can make the ship better. And then at least a few of these we can slice on them later. Let's see how they come out. Okay, how many mods do I have in storage right now? 150 out of 500. Okay, I think it's time that we try to start doing a mod refresh every day. I'm going to lay off a little bit on the Cantina refreshes. We're going to start doing a mod refresh every day, and we're going to start doing maybe 2 energy refreshes. Start to get Radis under farm. Try to see if I can maintain 200 crystals a day from all the quests and everything that we're doing. See if that'll work. That puts me over 300,000 on galactic power. 300,083. Galactic power builds fast, guys. Yikes. Yikes. Let's take this soldier up to level 73. We've got 11 million credits in the bank, so we can go ahead and do that. Completed a quest of some kind. Yay. Alright. Playlist says I looked into the Conquest Pass for extra proving grounds, but paying €36 a month is a little ridiculous. Arva says the sim button probably will make me have 20 level 9 datacrons at the same time. 20 level 9s, huh? Are you spending the 50 and the 100 cost refreshes then, Arva? You must be doing hundreds too then, if you're doing all that many level 9 datacrons. Speed up the grinding just to get more grinding. Are you playing anything with Seer and Cal soon? Or was it just for Galactic War? I mean, it's also my team for Squad Arena. It's also a team that I can put in Territory Wars. So the only thing that makes it so that Seer can't be your main team, you're not going to get her to 7 stars. In the future, when she's double drops, maybe it's worth farming her in Cal Kestis, but farming both of those characters to 7 stars among all the other stuff that we have to farm just isn't in the cards. So they'll be at 3 stars, and that locks them out of a lot of events where your characters have to be 7 stars to participate. So the Seer team will just be a Galactic War team for leveling up to 85, and then you'll abandon it. Because I don't see a way to sustain it and farm it all the way up. Alright, let's do one of our refreshes over here. And farm more 3PO. And then we'll farm Vandor. We'll do a second refresh. Okay. We'll finish farming Vandor. And then we can go to Harrison Dula. Farm that. And I'm going to drop Rex off of here. I haven't really been farming Rex. He's on here, but we're not doing anything with him. I think Radis is on dark side. Isn't he? Let's check. Dark side 4A. Yep. So we'll put him on the squad here as somebody who we can farm on the dark side. And we'll start hitting his nodes every day with our refreshes. Tomorrow morning I'll come in, I'll get my free energy, we'll pick up Radis, and then we'll go back and we'll farm Bastila as well. Bastila is the last character that I farm because she's kind of optional. She's not really a hard and fast part of the plan. If we have her, it's cool for Jedi. If we don't have her, we'll just use a different Jedi to help unlock Grandmaster Yoda. And Veers has not been showing up for me in the shop at all. So I'm kind of, oh, there he is. Of course, I say that and then he shows up there. I'm saving this currency right now for Sunfac though, so I'm not in a big hurry to buy that. I would rather buy instances of the Sunfac ship until I get that at least to 5 stars. So we'll sit on that currency. But we will plan not to farm Veers. We'll plan to buy Veers out of the Guild Event store from here on. I found the Iden Trooper team a really convenient way to crush Galactic Wars with no wasted tunes. Between Iden and range, had enough protection recovery not to take damage, and when Veers goes live at 80, smooth sailing. Auto basic, Galactic War for the win. Playlist says, how do you have so much Vander Chewbacca shards already? I just started farming him when he became available. He's on one of the pretty early nodes. He's 4 or 5, I think. Yeah, 4A on the dark side. So he's available to farm quite early. So if you know you're going to farm him, you get started with it. Yep. Well, not much else to say. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about the account. It's kind of boring, right? You get into this little grind that you're doing to get to level 85, and you just come in here and you farm your plan and you try to make your characters a little bit better. So you guys really like the Iden team for the Galactic. See, I looked at doing that. I actually was planning on, trying to compare all of these teams, but I couldn't manage all the farms for all these teams, because the Radis team with like a Mon Mothma type team here, I still may do that. I still may come in here like level 80 and get all of these characters up and running, and then compare all of the different teams in Galactic Wars and see which one does the best. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I don't know. So right now, I suppose if I'd focused on the Iden Trooper team, it would look like this, right? So the Iden team is full auto and walk away, huh? As soon as I unlock Bastila, I just hit auto and never looked at damage ever again in Galactic Wars. Bastila's lead is pretty good, but it's not a gimme. I mean, you have to have some pretty decent Jedi to back that up. So my recollection of it was Bastila was not entirely effective. So the leadership gives you protection up and more damage. Alright, so by level 74 you're there, and it's 35% more damage. But there are some teams that can chew through your protection up and kill one of your Jedi. So this team has a bunch of protection at the start of the battle, but they don't necessarily recover protection all that well. Whereas the Seer team recovers health, recovers protection, gets bonus protection constantly. So they just become bulletproof. Alrighty guys, well I'm probably going to hang it up there. We've been talking, chatting, saw the account, looked at what I've got going on. Like I said, I can't think of much else to say about the account other than just to tour around and see what we're doing and give you guys an update. And I'll go back to autoing my Galactic Wars. I'll probably do another chill stream sometime later this week, setting up some more stuff for next round of GAC next week. And hope to see you guys then. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe so you know when I'm online in the future. You can use that notification bell. That'll tell you when I'm streaming. And I'm going to take off and go catch up on the League of Legends games from over the weekend because, again, I was with my friends and didn't get to watch the League of Legends stuff. World Championships are going on right now, so I want to get caught up on that, see if NRG can represent North America over there in any decent capacity. So I'm going to go do that. All right, thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you in the next holocron.